because I had somebody say, hey, you haven't been yourself, what's going on? And I had somebody tell me, like, no, you don't need to stifle all those feelings. You need to start letting those feelings out. Oh. And if you don't feel comfortable or haven't found somebody to talk to, why don't you start blogging? And I'm like, who wants to hear about all of this trauma? Like, who wants to hear about it? And she's like, it doesn't matter. Let's get it out and see what happens. So little by little, the first blog I ever wrote about was like my father's death, how that made me feel. Yeah. And then I just kept going and going and going and going. And that is how the blog became Curvy, Confident, and Nervous as Hell.
I'm sorry, because I remember someone posted on Twitter a long time ago and made it change my whole perspective. Literally, if you ask the person that you're about to talk to, you say, hey, listen, before I talk to you, I want to share with you, but you had a mental and emotional capacity to take what I'm about to say to you. Yeah. And that will change your whole friendship relationship as a whole.
Absolutely.
Versus just dumping on them. Because you don't know where they're at.
And the fact that we say, hey, how you doing? But we don't wait for a response. I want everybody in therapy. I want everybody in therapy. I want all of my family in therapy because we are all healing from something that we don't talk about. And the one thing that I always say when people ask me, how did I know this was the right therapist? I said, because when I talk to her, I feel like I'm looking in the mirror.
Wow.
I see her, I see me. And I literally talk with so much ease and honesty.
Right.
Like I've had therapists, have you ever considered harming yourself? No. I'm talking to her, she's like, have you had any thoughts this week? And I'm just like, yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about creating a safe space. And a lot of us say safe spaces, but a lot of people use social media as a safe space. Let's be real about that. That's one of the most dangerous places to try to use that, as a tool.
Your car with the best fresh ever. Febreze Car fills your ride with sensational scents that will blow your mind. Plus, it stays fresh for over a month. Find your Febreze Car.
Because I can tell you right now, someone's watching this right now and saying to themselves, some girl or some young man is like, I needed to hear that. One, I want to thank you for being genuinely, authentically yourself on this podcast. I know someone's going to be blessed just by hearing your story. And then two, I just want to applaud you because once again, I know personally the work that goes into trying to treat yourself, trying to, like you said, go on those crevices of yourself that you normally don't want to because it hurts. And I love it that, like Brian said so perfectly, you turn that pain into purpose. Because I can tell you right now, someone's watching this right now and saying to themselves, some girl or some young man is like, I needed to hear that.
Yeah, for sure. But before she took her final breath, she left me a message and she said, I'm proud of you. I think it was so many times, like I have restarted so many times. I've hit pause on myself so many times and come back to it. I'm gonna come back to it after this happens in life. I'm gonna do this after I finish this project. I'm gonna do, and I'm always putting myself off. It wasn't until I lost my mom that I felt like I could go pursue the things I wanted to pursue. Because, I was her caregiver. I took care of her. I left school initially because I had to come home and take care of my mom. So for all those years, I'm just like, I have to take care of my mom. I can still do my fashion shows, but I still need to stay in Cleveland. I still need to stay in this house, in this city, which I don't want to be in. But I was ready to kind of spread my wings. I wanted a new environment, but I knew I couldn't leave her. So I actually literally got on Google one day because I was just tired. I never forget, I was driving and I started having this panic attack out of nowhere. I'm driving on the freeway and I just started crying and I don't know if y'all ever had hot tears, but my tears were hot. I was trying to hurry up and get home. So I get home and I'm like, I gotta do something like this. I don't know what this is, but it's not working. So I literally got on Google and I looked up Black female therapists in Cleveland. And I was very specific and very intentional about how I chose my therapist. But none of those were a good fit for me. And I found her. And I'm still going to therapy with her now, and that's been since 2017. Same therapist, still on this journey.
I'm calling, maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it.